Hey everybody, my name is Brian Guthrie and I'm owner of a 2018 RXTX300 Sea-Doo. There's been some discussion on some of the forums about driving these at night and what needs to be done to make them legal. So anytime any kind of night driving would require navigation lights on your boat. That goes for any boat. Some states do not allow it and some states do, so you need to get with your local state laws and find out if they do allow a watercraft or a personal watercraft to have lights and to be navigated at night. I live in Kansas City, Missouri, so in Missouri they do allow that. We spend a lot of time at the Lake of the Ozarks, which is a very large lake and in the Midwest here, and also Pomme de Terre, Truman. So those are the majority of the lakes that we go to. One thing you want to make sure of is that you have a visible light within, it's 2 miles, that can be seen within 2 mile radius. You'll have of course a stern light, an anchor light if you would. That'll go on the back of the craft, and also your green and red bow lights. One stipulation that you have to remember that is the stern light has to be higher than the highest part of the craft. So, of course, on a Sea-Doo like this, the handlebars are going to be as high as they are required. Now, when you're setting on this, especially at night in a busy lake or even a not busy lake, you want to be seen. I recommend you get a light that's taller than you are, so it can be seen not only in front of you, behind you, but you can see the craft and where the stern versus the bow of the boat is, and they can get the starboard and port side and recognized as you're underway. There's a lot of people on here that said, "Oh, you should never do this on a personal watercraft," or it's your choice if it's legal in your state. So I choose to have a light on my craft if I'm out after dark. If I'm on the water and the sun sets, I'll set my lights. If I want to go for a cruise in the cove, or if I want to even go back in the cove at night and fish, I can do it off this craft. In Missouri, I can do that. Oklahoma, you can do that. So there's other states that do allow it. Just be safe doing it. Make sure you're visible. And so what I'm going to do today is I've been kind of experimenting with a couple different things on lights, and I'm going to use the actual ski pylon hole to make an actual stern light mount, and it'll be wired, it'll be sealed and wired, and then it'll be easily removed if I ever do want to mount that ski pylon, which I don't use a lot of the ski pylon. I don't even own one, so I do pull a tube every once in a while, or a skier with the cleat on the back, and most of my time is solo on this, or me and might go out and do some wave jumping or whatever. So the bow light is actually, show you, it's made by Atwood, and it actually is just a battery operated light. So you'll turn this on, and it may not look very bright in the camera, but at night it is very bright, and you can definitely see it from a long ways away. And it actually has a piece that I have set on the front of the bow here. Let me show you. So this actually snaps. It's really easy. It just snaps in place and you're off. The back of the boat is a little different story. Hi, Bentley. So I'm going to use this as a access part to this right here. Where did I put it at? I'm going to mount this into here, and you can even put the cover back on it once it's mounted. And then you just snap that back in place when you're not using them. So when I get finished, I'll have it all set up. This is the actual light I'll have. Let me put this camera back over here and I can show you the light. So this is the light that I chose. It's I've seen a lot of them online. This was actually at a Sports Authority. It was only like 34 bucks, and it included the actual power slot. So it expands, and I think it's 48 inches or so. So when I actually have it on the craft, it'll be well above my head as I'm sitting on it, so it'll be seen from 360-degree radius. So I'll get this mounted up, and we'll figure out. I'm going to do it without putting a hole anywhere in the ski. I'll fabricate a little plate that will be for the actual power plug, and then the switch will be mounted on the inside in the engine well. I'll make a switch holder, and that way all I have to do is just basically pull the seat off and flip the switch, and the maritime lights or the navigation lights will come on, or the stern light anyways. The one on the front's gonna be battery operated. Eventually I may put LEDs up here on the starboard and the port side, so it's a little more built in and looks custom, but right now I'm going to keep using the battery operated one. It works fine. So stay tuned.